Stop muna. Kung iniisip mo na kailangan mo ng 50,000 or 100,000 para makapagtayo ng sari-sari store, this video will change how you see it. Kasi, yes, pwede kang magsimula kahit 10,000 pesos lang ang puhunan. Pero hindi ibig sabihin, bibili ka na agad ng lahat ng produkto na makikita mo sa grocery. Ang sari-sari store na kumikita is not about having the most items. It is about having the right items na mabilis umikot. Yung tinatawag na fast-moving products. Products na kailangan araw-araw. Products na binibili ng kapitbahay, hindi dahil luxury, but because convenient. Sa video na to, I'll show you a practical beginner guide paano hatiin ang 10,000 pesos, anong items ang uunahin, paano magpresyo, paano umiwas sa utang trap, at paano palakihin ang maliit na store over time. Quick reality check. Ang sari-sari store is not a passive income in the beginning. Marami nagtatayo ng tindahan thinking, maglalagay lang ako ng paninda tapos kikita na. Pero yung totoo, ang sari-sari store, kailangan niya ng daily discipline. Kailangan bantayan ng inventory, yung presyo, yung cash mo, yung utang, and restocking. Pero yung good news dyan, may system ka na mas magpapadali ng lahat. Ang goal mo is not to look like a big grocery. Ang goal mo is mabilis ang ikot ng pera. If a product sits for 2 months, hindi siya asset. Nakakulong kasi dyan ng pera mo. So remember, inventory turnover yung game. Mas okay ang konting products na mabilis mabenta kaysa maraming products na nakatambak lang. This is the mindset we spend the 10,000 pesos. If you only have 10,000 pesos, don't spend all of it on paninda. A smart split is around 80, 10, 10. Around 7,000 to 8,000 goes to starting inventory. Yung mga fast-moving items. Around 1,000 to 1,500 goes to setup tulad ng containers, price tags, small shelves if needed, plastic packs, or basic display. Then, keep around 1,000 pesos as a reserve. This is important. Bakit? Because you need change fund, emergency restock, and small buffer kapag may item na biglang mabilis maubos. Maraming beginner mistakes. Ubos lahat ng stocks, tapos kapag may demand sa winner item, wala nang pang-restock. Your cash reserve is your oxygen. Huwag mong ubusin. Before ka bumili ng malaking stocks, observe first. Hindi pare-pareho ang sari-sari store market. Iba ang needs ng area near school. Iba ang near construction workers. Iba ang subdivision. Iba ang apartment area. So ask the simple questions. What do people buy daily? Ano yung madalas hanapin pero wala nearby? Ano yung product na mahal sa ibang tindahan? Ano yung store na laging sarado or mabagal? You can literally ask 10 neighbors o yung mga kapitbahay mo. Ano ang madalas nyong bilhin sa tindahan? Yung simple question na yun can save you from buying wrong inventory. Remember, the market tells you what to stock, hindi yung feelings mo. With 10,000 pesos capital, your first product list should be boring, but powerful. Start with fast-moving essentials. Yung mga instant noodles, canned goods, biscuits, coffee sachets, sugar, small rice packs, if kaya, and basic snacks. Then daily household needs. Yung shampoo, sachets, soap, detergent, toothpaste, dishwashing liquid, sanitary items, and other small unit products. Why sachets and small packs? Because sari-sari store customers often buy tingi. They buy what they need today. If feasible, add high-demand convenience items like cold drinks, ice, load, or e-wallet. Yung cash in and cash out, but only if you can manage it. Don't start with slow-moving fancy products. Start with what people already buy daily. Doon ka sa kung ano muna yung binibili talaga araw-araw. One of the biggest sari-sari store mistakes is selling without knowing actual profit. Ano ba yung totoong tubo mo? You need to know your buying price, tsaka yung selling price. Kahit notebook lang okay na. For example, if you earn 1 peso to 3 pesos per fast-moving item, maliit yung pakinggan. Pero kapag paulit-ulit at araw-araw, that adds up. But be careful, not all products have the same role. Some items are traffic drivers. People come to your store because of them, like load, cold drinks, or sachets. Other items are profit makers, bundles, repacks, snacks, or items with better markup. Your job is to balance both. Don't just chase sales. Track mo yung profit and margin mo. You don't need expensive software to run a small sari-sari store, but you do need a system. Start with a notebook or Google Sheet. Sulat mo, starting inventory, how many pieces you bought, selling price, daily sales, and cash on hand. At the end of each day, ask mo yung sarili mo or check mo yung monitoring mo. Ano ang naubos? Ano ang hindi gumalaw? Ano ang hinahanap ng tao pero wala kayo? This is how you improve. A sari-sari store without tracking usually has one problem. Hindi alam kung saan napunta ang pera. Simple tracking protects your profit. If you want higher profit, don't only sell single items. Create ka ng bundles. Example, coffee plus sugar plus bread or biscuit. Canned goods plus noodles plus small rice pack. School snack pack tulad ng biscuit, drink at candy. Bakit siya nagwo-work? Because people love convenience. You're not just selling products, you're solving a small daily problem. This also creates basket size. Instead of one item, they buy 3. You can also repack some products properly if allowed and save small portions of sugar, detergent, or rice. Just make sure malinis, accurate, at compliant. Small store, pero smart naman yung mga offers mo. Let's talk about the biggest sari-sari store killer, yung lista. Utang is not always bad. In some communities, it builds the loyalty, but without rules, it can destroy your cash flow. If you're starting with only 10,000 pesos, my beginner advice is simple. Wala munang utang or credit, or very limited credit, dun lang sa mga trusted people. If you allow utang, record mo everything. Yung pangalan, yung date, yung amount, yung item, and promised payment date. Do not rely on memory. Memory is not accounting. Also, never use restock money for personal gastos. Once that happens, your shelves get empty and your business slowly dies. Protect the cash flow like your store depends on it, because it does. Yung sari-sari store mo, mas lalakas siya pag may binilid kang routine. In the morning, check your stock, prepare change fund, clean the display, and make sure prices are visible. And during the day, observe what sells. Listen to customer requests and note what people ask for. Sa gabi naman, bilangin mo yung cash mo, record sales, separate mo yung capital from profit, and plan restocking. Hindi siya glamorous, pero tunay siyang hard work. Consistency kasi, it beats the big capital. A 10,000 pesos store with discipline can beat a 50,000 pesos store na wala ka namang tracking or hindi mo minomonitor. Here are common mistakes to avoid. Number 1, buying too many slow-moving items just because mura sa supplier doesn't mean it will sell. Number 2, giving too much credit too early. Mabait ka, yes, pero pag hindi bumalik yung pero, wala kang pang restock. Number 3, no tracking. If you don't record, you don't really know if you're earning. Number 4, mixing business money and personal money. This is very common. You see cash, then you spend it. But that cash is not all profit. If you avoid these mistakes, your chances of survival go way higher. Here's your 7-day starter plan. Day 1 and 2, market test. Tanungin mo yung kapitbahay, panoorin mo yung competitors, and make your product lists. Day number 3, buy starter inventory. Don't overbuy. Focus on essentials. Day number 4, arrange your displays. Label prices, prepare your notebook. Day 5 and 6, start selling and record everything. Every sale kasi, every request, every item na nauubos. Yun yung mga dapat ilista mo and i-record mo. Day 7, review. Restock mo yung mga mabenta. Tapos, bawasan mo or wag mo na ulit dagdagan yung inventory ng mga slow movers. This is how you start small. Hindi kailangan perfect, pero kailangan moving and learning. If you want to make this easier, I created a simple sari-sari store starter checklist. It includes how to split your 10,000 pesos capital, what products to prioritize, a simple inventory tracker, and basic pricing reminders. Also, you can join the free online community. Visit mo lang philmentors.com/free. Sa loob niyan, you'll get practical templates, guides, and the Filipino Wealth Starter Kit na ginawa para sa mga Pilipino na gusto mag-build ng wealth. step by step. If this video helped you, hit me yung like to support our channel and makita namin na interesado ka sa mga ganitong content para gumawa pa kami. Then comment down below, store, and I'll reply with what to do next. Start small, track mo yung everything, restock mo yung mabenta, bawasan mo yung mga slow moving, and that's how a small store grows. Quick disclaimer lang, this content is for educational and informational purposes only. Hindi ito guarantee na kikita agad ang sari-sari store mo. Results depend on your location, competition, pricing, discipline, product quality, and customer demand. Also, check mo yung local barangay requirements, permits, and safety rules if applicable, especially if you repack or sell food-related items. The goal is not hype. The goal is to start smart, manage risk, and build slowly. See you sa ating online community na libre. Visit lang philmentors.com/free and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you sa next video.